What's going on, guys? Spartan Willie here, and welcome to Motorsport Manager Rebuilding Ferrari F1 2020, part 17 of Season 1. Okay, so here we are, we're back. I haven't played in a couple of days. I recorded a whole bunch of episodes all in one day because I had a busy last few days, but I'm finally back playing the game, and I'm so keen to get back into it. The season's actually coming to an end. We only got 5 races after Sochi today. So we're running out of time to overtake Renault, but we are making some good gains on them. As you can see, obviously it's only 6 points after Singapore last time out. I've gone through the pit crew, adjusted all that, hired a bunch of people, renewed all the contracts. We're not going to have another debacle like we had last time, where we lost most of the pit crew and we were left with a, let's say, below par one. We're about fourth with the pit crew, which, yeah, it's all right. Obviously, we're still building that King engine, which will be done in 20 days, and I think we're repairing the car, so we won't work on the performance work just yet, but that's almost done as well. Science going to be axed by McLaren, car repair finished. We're going to move on. So 10 days to Sochi, a bit of a break. Obviously, there's some quick turnarounds this season as we completed our performance work on the I don't even know what we're working on, but I sort of got to get back to grips with what we're doing here. So we got that gearbox for next year. We got that engine is going to be for next year, about to come through. We should probably work on the performance of this gearbox. What's important here? Oh, the gearbox. So yeah, we'll work on that gearbox. You've got to check our mail. We've got 6 emails here. We're bang on with our target. Hopefully, we can get one better. AlphaTauri get a new brakes facility, and then they're saying that our brakes facility is good. So all about the brake facilities. We're going to have a little break for the F2 race here. I don't really know what to expect from Sochi. I think it'll be the Black Sea track because that's actually a Russian track in the real game, well, in the base game, I should say. But yeah, already time. It just comes around so quick each year. But hopefully, we have a good race over Renault, and we can finally look at starting to make that leap into third place. But you know how we do it. I'll do practice, and I'll see you for qualifying. Okay, that is practice done, and my suspicions were confirmed. We are racing at Black Sea, the track at Black Sea that is in the base game. Obviously, it's Sochi in the mod, and it's got the Russian flag all over it, so I had a feeling it would be this one. But quite a promising practice session. Daniel Ricciardo looks fast. Obviously, he's got the better gearbox. Setups are looking great. We got a bit of tweaking to do with Leclerc's speed balance, but I don't think we're going to be able to get that on purple, to be honest. Obviously, not obviously, but we have an all dry Q1, so I can't speak. I'm like trying to speak while I do things, but go to take qualifying here. We're going to send them out, even though we've got so many tyres. Why not try and save some? We've got so many runs that we can do today. So yeah, I don't know if there's rain in the race tomorrow or if there's rain in Q2 or Q3, but all I know is right now there's no rain. So we're going out on practice super softs just because, why not? And bang, doing alright. I don't think we need to go out again. So we may as well just save the tyre sets, and as we're battling with a Mercedes there on the in-lap, which is a bit unnecessary to say the least, but zoom through this last 6 minutes. We'll ride on board some other drivers here as we've got Gasly about to go on his outlap. The AlphaTauri has been very slow this season, so not really realistic of real life. The AlphaTauri actually had a bit of pace every now and then, but in this game they've been kind of dead, as you can see there. Oh no, he went P13, so fair play to him. But Haas down and out. Who's on a flying lap? Magnussen in the Haas. By Haas down and out, I meant Grosjean, who's actually on an in lap. So Haas, I feel like are slipping down the grid. Final win of the session. Anyone else on a flying lap, just so we can ride aboard and sort of waste away the session. As Russell doesn't go faster, so I sort of missed the lap. He's already on the in lap, but Hamilton top of the session by a quarter of a second, and then another half second on top of that to Bottas, which is a big gap. Perez in fourth, sort of just summarising the entire session there. Same old, same old. Both Williams, both Haas, and Alpha of some sorts. Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri. As we move into comfortably Q2 here, we are going to be able to do probably 3 runs, but we hopefully won't need 3 runs if we're being honest. Hopefully we can just get through with 1, save some tyre sets for... I mean, we've got 12 tyre sets, we've used 1, so it really doesn't matter. We've got so many tyre sets, but it's just nice to be able to get through comfortably. Ricciardo should go through comfortably because he's got that crazy gearbox in the back of his car. Leclerc, where hopefully he can do decently as well. Leclerc does better, so there's my entire theory debunked. And Leclerc definitely have to go out again. I don't think they'll be able to find another second, but we got the tyre sets. We'll send out Danny Rick for another one. Why risk it? Why risk it? We're going to ride on board with Daniel Ricciardo in 9th here as he goes out in his out lap. Hopefully he can get some cleaner optimization. I can't really be bothered doing them, so like I said earlier, automate the way. As we're going to zoom through, he's already improved in Sector 1, a good Sector 2, and improves by an entire second. We won't need to go out again. Leclerc, you're comfortable, man. You're comfortable. You just chill in the garage, have a cup of tea, get ready for Q3. We probably didn't have to go out for another one because Ocon's not going to come out for some reason. He's just going to take his chance with Stroll and Norris. We drop down to the danger zone, but it won't matter. Oh my, lucky we sent out Ricciardo again. As you can see there, he went through 0.02 of a second. That's insane. I don't know why I thought he was fast this weekend, but maybe that's just otherwise. But hopefully it's just a little 2-lap blip in Q2. But Q3... hopefully we can do better than 8th and 10th, or else there's really no point in getting into Q3 because you're obviously free to choose whatever tyre you want if you don't make it into Q3. But we're going to go through here to Q3 and we're able to get another 3 laps out. So it's all going to be dry, no worry about rain at all this weekend, it seems like so far anyway, which is a bit boring. Hopefully there's a bit of rain tomorrow on the race, it creates a bit more of a on-edge strategy vibe, a bit exciting in the race, but qualifying, we don't have to worry about it. It also throws up a bit in qualifying. Obviously, we get an exact graph of where the rain's going to be, because we have the facilities for it, so it can create some strategic plays, but at the end of the day, it's pretty easy to see the strategic play. As we're going to go straight back out for a second run, we've got the tyre sets, we may as well just get them out there. Then give a bit of a gap to Leclerc. How are we going with pace anyway? Everyone set a lap. Ricciardo's still at the bottom. Leclerc's actually faster in qualifying. In practice, Ricciardo was faster, which is strange that they flipped around. But as long as someone is doing better, then we want to really be pushing 6th. We don't want to be down here in 8th and 10th. We have a way to go here. Track grip's at its highest, so there's no real point waiting to the last minute of the session. We're obviously going to get one more lap out of him. We'll send out Leclerc first this time. I don't do it consciously, I just go left to right, so don't be too offended if you're a Leclerc fan. Obviously I'm a Danny Rick fan, so biased, maybe, but if we go with the last minute here, hopefully he makes it across the line. He's got so much time, he's got so much time, it's a joke. Suffering from tyre wear. Well, they're a brand new set of tyres, Danny Rick, so you got no excuses with tyre wear. And looks like we're going to be sitting in 9th and 10th, the bottom of Q3. Fantastic. Why did I say we had a fast practice? I have no idea. You're probably laughing at me right now. But, yeah, maybe we weren't as fast as I thought. We were up there. We were like pushing the Red Bulls and the Mercedes in practice. But, yeah, it all came to nothing. In the race now, we're going to go super soft race trim. And I kind of want to go car condition, but we're going to go super soft race trim. Any water? Nah, it looks like it's going to be a very plain, boring race today. But, which isn't good for our battle with Renault. But, yeah, not much we can really do about it. We can't spawn in rain. Overtake, attack. You know how we do it. Start race. We're going to ride on board Leclerc, so I think he's in front. So here we go. On board Leclerc. Very slow start from Leclerc. Look, Ricciardo's going to jump at the line. We're going to jump on board. Ricciardo gets in front. Leclerc's going to have a peak. Ricciardo's going to go around the outside of Perez. 3 wide into the first corner there. Ricciardo goes the inside line. He's pushing 1 McLaren, 2 McLaren. Goes after the Renault. His old car there, Alonso, of course. Came from Renault, but that car is Renault. Came from Renault, but that Renault is now laughing in P4, but he's under pressure from Stroll, who's gone past him. Sorry, confused me. Bottas in front. Bottas another bad race start. The Mercedes of Hamilton already 1.4 seconds out in front of Albon, who's having a decent season. I feel like Alex Albon, better than in real life anyway. I don't know, as in terms of a second driver for a Red Bull, but bump it up to 4 times here. So we're going to have Ricardo. Leclerc still down in 12th. Tyre temp's still fine. Fuel's still fine. We're going to keep pushing at this thing. Oh! Ricardo slingshots in front of Bottas beautifully. Now we're under pressure for Alonso. Alonso, he squeezes past Alonso. Ocon's not in the points either. He's battling with Leclerc. We're battling with a Renault at both sides of the field, and Ocon will get past Leclerc. But hopefully Ricardo can defend from Alonso. He can, and now he's pushing Stroll, and he's up into P4. Ricardo is fast this weekend. Qualifying was just a blip, and from 10th on the grid, we've got Ricardo in 4th. Beautifully done. Leclerc's almost recovered his 9th place start. But now Ricardo is looking ahead in clean air as the Verstappen, Albon, and Hamilton train is, you know, a couple of seconds down the road. But putting a bit of a gap between us and Stroll here with Ricardo. I'm loving this tyre heating. It's not heating up at all. I was going to 12 times it a little bit. I mean, Leclerc's still in a fight here, but we're watching aboard Ricardo as he's looking to really push ahead. He's going to go just a push and high as the tyres reach optimal temperature. Obviously, we had to slow down a little bit Leclerc because did Ricardo first as they're starting to reach a good temperature. We're going to look to save some fuel now. We don't want to go too much into fuel deficit, or else it might become a bit of a challenge coming into the race. But Ricardo's in clean air here, to be honest. He's got 5 seconds on Stroll. Beautifully done by the Australian. We're going to go aboard Leclerc. He's got a bit of work to do, I'm not going to lie to you. Alonso's down to 10th, so we have actually taken... I had a word in my head but I didn't say it. We've actually taken 3rd place as things stand. Well, no, that one word's really annoyed me. But anyway, we're battling with Leclerc here. Temps are going through the roof here. It's almost time for the first pits. How long do the softs go for? Plenty of time. We're fine with tyre wear as we're going to make a pit and just cruise to the end of this race. I'm hoping that Alonso jumps on the mediums as he does do every now and then. But Alonso will fight Leclerc. There's a big gulf in quality, I feel like, there anyway. So we're going to go back on aboard Ricardo as I don't enjoy watching Leclerc struggle in the midfield. So we're just going to watch Ricardo drive in clean air. I like going off this. I feel like if you watch them fight, it does dictate sort of what you do with their strategy. But really, we're trying to keep this there and this in a decent spot. If we push too hard now, it can lead to problems further down the race line. But as we can see here, Ricardo is in clean air, beautifully zipping around the track like a kangaroo. I don't know, I was trying to make an Australian reference. I mean, I'm Australian myself, as you know, but a lot of my viewers aren't Australian. But that was a random little geo lesson on our channel. But here we go. In optimal, Leclerc is still fighting in the midfield. And I don't know what's up with that car. It was fast in qualifying, and he overtakes 2 cars, but they've just pitted. So we won't get too ahead of ourselves here. Look to push, as I think it's time. We're going to give Ricardo to pit first, obviously. You know what, they can probably double stack. There's actually a 14-point gap between our drivers today. We're going to go safe, just because why not? We're going to double stack them, like I said. Pit strategy, safe, pit. You attack Leclerc. And beautiful pit stop there with Ricardo. We're going to go back on board Ricardo. And we haven't lost a spot. It's just because Alonso and Sainz haven't pitted yet. But we got Alonso here. Hopefully he doesn't slow us down too much. It's a bit annoying that we've come out behind him. Because he's obviously going to slow us down. But he hasn't pitted yet, so I won't get too upset. But he's actually sort of gaining some position. But that's fine. As the tyres reach optimal sort of temperature, we're going to muddle with the driving style a little bit. Go on push, keep the fuel levels high, the engine mode on high. Look to really gas it in. You know, with the undercut you have to sort of push really hard. Ocon still's in pit, he's behind Ricardo, but yes, a couple drivers between us and Ricardo and Leclerc here have actually gone on mediums, which is really promising because the mediums are a terrible race tyre at every track in the world. So That fills me with hope, to be honest. But 29 laps remaining. These tyres should do it easy. Yeah, easy done. We're going to look to just sort of... Ricardo's in a really good spot here. Obviously, can't really go much higher than get much higher than 5th. But he is the fastest of the rest. I said that in practice. He was pushing the Rebels, well not pushing, but behind the Rebels and the Mercs, and he is now as well, which is fantastic to see. Qualifying was just a strange time for the young man, but he's setting some decent pace. You can see it there. Good on the lad. But tyres are struggling to stay in temp. It could be a two-stop if these tyres don't start waking up now, because if we have to attack to keep them in optimal temperature, then obviously it's not going to do well for the tyre wear. But we got plenty of laps in spare, so hopefully it doesn't come to another pit stop. We won't let it. We'll just let him drop out of optimal range, worst case scenario. But we got Valtteri Bottas coming up behind us, but obviously he's pitted, so yeah. Hamilton's actually gone on the mediums, so that's an interesting strategy as Ricciardo reaches optimal and is actually about to reach overheating. It's more Leclerc's tyres that are struggling to get some temperature as he's still in mediocrity. 12th. But Renault are having about, oh no, Renault are now equal with us. Ocon and Alonso, we need this car. We need our second car fighting alongside us because right now we're losing ground to Renault as things stand. Leclerc's had a shocking race today and it's starting to hurt us a little bit. Sort of need to climb on board Leclerc and just see what on earth he's doing wrong. You know, you should be able to radio to him. Speed up, mate. Nah, next Motorsport Manager when it comes out in 26 years. But here we go. Here we go. We're going to be stuck behind Perez for another 6 laps, I think. Because he's just not getting anywhere close. I can't really push you much harder than that. We don't have the resources to push. Hopefully, Ocon's still got another pit stop in him. So he'll fall down the order a little bit. Quite a lot. But come on, Leclerc. Oh, you got past Perez. Good on him. Sorry, I missed that on board. No, good on you. Now you got 3 drivers in front of you on mediums. You've got to be able to push past them, surely. They're on mediums. That's not a good race tyre. Let's be real with you. Let's just be serious here. Look to calm down the engine a little bit, Ricciardo. He doesn't need to really push that hard anymore. But I get it, you don't have the gearbox, but you need to push. I think we could be able to sneak another point out of it. Renault have actually increased their position on the track. But now Ocon's pitted and fallen out of the point. So we'll close the gap to 3 points as things stand. But of course we've got Ocon who went on another set of mediums, which is very strange. Leclerc climbs up into 9th. Obviously with the cars in front of him on mediums, I had a feeling that might happen. And right now it's down to 2 points. So come on. We need to keep this. I'm not really watching Ricciardo, but he's doing his own thing. He's doing beautifully. He's still got a massive gap to Alonso. Hopefully Sergio Perez has crashed out, but that's behind us. That won't really help. But a safety car will be a pain in the backside because Ricciardo's just past the pit and hopefully... Oh, Ricciardo had such a gap on Alonso. Now, things have been thrown up in the absolute air. Do we pit Leclerc? Is there any point? No, we're going to keep track position. Or do we? Do we keep track position? I feel like we have to. You know what? He's in 2 points right now. The worst he can do is lose 2 points. We're making the call right this moment. To come in, under the safety car, onto this fresh super softs. All it is drop back to 11th. But I might regret that. But he's dropped back 1 spot and now he's on fresh super softs. So we couldn't do it with Ricciardo obviously because he was just past the pit lane. But we're going to do it with Leclerc. We're sacrificing 1 spot. But I don't think we'll be able to climb back up to that spot in front. Yeah, that was a bit of a silly call. It's not really the safety car that the safety car is in real life, though. Let's be real. Because Alonso hasn't been able to close the gap to Ricciardo at all. In fact, the gap's extended. But we've been able to close the gap ahead. It's very strange, the safety car. It's not really had the effect I thought it was going to have. But we are slowly catching that gap to Norris. The safety car's heading to the garage now. It's going around the last couple of bends, and Leclerc's still not really within striking distance of Norris, which I'm a bit disappointed about that. I wouldn't have pit him if I knew that, but that's fine. We've done it now. It's too late. Now he's right behind Norris. There we go. I can stop sooking now. As we've jumped the gun. Oh, missed the gun, not jumped the gun. I was going to attack, get some heat, and there you go. Leclerc smashes his way up the field. Alonso's gotten past Ricciardo, and I'm shattered about that. I was so worried that was going to happen. And that safety car has ruined us a little bit, but Leclerc was climbing up the field. So Leclerc's pit stop has made it that... Oh, we're putting pressure on Albon here. I'm trying to watch while I commentate, but final lap of the race. Come on, we need to push hard. Come on, Ricardo. He's so far back, though. Alonso's almost onto the podium. That safety car has ruined this race a little bit for us, but is what it is. Leclerc unable to get that last position at the line, and what does that mean for the championship? I think that's 11 points for them, and yeah, look, we'll just wait. I can't bother doing the math, but Hamilton wins the race, surprise, surprise, and that safety car, controversial. It helped Leclerc, damaged Ricardo. We lost position to a rival, a direct rival. As we get 12 points, they get 13, so the gap's out to 7. That late safety car helps them out massively, as we don't close the gap, they extend it by 1, but it's only 1 point at the end of the day. They got lucky. Hopefully we get some luck in the last 5 races of the season, of course. It's going to be showtime for that 3rd place. There's prize money on, I don't know how much prize money, but millions are on offer between 3rd and 4th. This is no kiddie battle. This is serious business, especially, actually that's coming next season. There's the high merit payments come in, so the top teams get paid so much more than the bottom teams. And, well, 3rd place is obviously a top team. We want to be best of the rest. Obviously, Red Bull, Mercedes out of sight. Hopefully next season we can start pushing them. But the Renault team is just, well, let's just say, oh no, Ocon's dropped 1. Oh no, that's in the championship standings. That's embarrassing. But yeah, Ocon is out. He's not even a problem for us. It's bloody Alonso who's single-handedly pushing Alex Albon in the Red Bull. So that says a lot about the Renault. It's all Alonso. So he sort of helped out their team a lot by taking Ricardo off their hands. I mean, Ricardo might have done just as good, but we just never know. Oh, and speaking of Alonso, nah, no chance. He's far below our standards. Getting to his head a little bit. Yeah, see there, 10 morale lost. So you got to play the mind games in Formula 1. It's all about the mind games. So Perez, of course, crashed. Yeah, you better accept blame. It was your fault that we lost that spot. But anyway. Anyway, it is what it is with the pit crew. We've got a bunch of other people coming in, but we don't need any of those. Stats at 20. We don't need that. Yeah, anyway, I'm getting distracted. This is my off-camera stuff. But next up, we have Suzuka. I think yeah, anyway. Circuit of Americas, Mexico City, Interlagos, and Yas Marina. It's a hectic last 5 races. I am so keen. I got a bit of a surprise coming out tomorrow because New Year's Eve, and if we hit 250 subs, maybe there'll be an extra episode as well. So, might be a triple upload, we'll see. But thank you so much for watching. If you're still watching now, you're an absolute champion. Like the video if you're enjoying the series, and leave any feedback or comments in the description, in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.